what's up you guys, the Curious Owl here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the books on my physical TBR that are by authors of color that I have still yet to read and would really like to read here very, very soon. So if you've been watching any of the vlogs I've done so far in June, you'll know that I have some very special plans for the month of July, which is my birth month. And one of those things is I really want to expand my reading horizons and really bring this idea of reading authors of color more to the forefront, and not just authors of color, but authors in marginalized communities in general. So LGBTQ authors, trans, non-binary authors, things of that nature. And I wanted, though, to specifically show you guys in this video the people of color authors that I have currently that I would like to read. I'm going to go through my bookshelves, find the books by authors of color I have not read at this point, and I'm kind of call myself out on this. So we're going to start with the bookshelf over to my right, which has, since all my books are done alphabetically. I'd also like to point out that this is not exactly extensive because I don't know off the top of my head if some of these are by authors of color, so I will have to do some research on other books that I haven't pulled for this video, and I do have quite a bit on my Kindle that I would have to go through, so this is not necessarily my TBR for July, but this is the books I know of off the top of my head that are for sure by authors of color. Okay, so I've pulled all of the books, and truthfully, I think it's more than I thought I owned that I hadn't read. But again, this is not exactly extensive because I think that there are some authors that I'm not sure of, that if they're authors of color or not. And then, like I said, I have books on my Kindle that I still need to go through. But this is definitely more than I thought that I owned that were by authors of color that I haven't read as of yet. So we're gonna go alphabetical by author, and the first book I have is The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. Then I have Aru Shah and the Tree of Wishes by Roshani Chokshi. Then I have Emergency Contact by H.K. Choi. Then I have The Ring and the Crown by Melissa De La Cruz. Then I have The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. Yes, I Still Love You and Always and Forever, Lara Jean by Jenny Han. Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. Milk and Honey by Rupi Kaur. Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. A Line in the Dark by Melinda Lowe. The final book in the Legend series, Rebel, Warcross, and the entire trilogy of The Young Elites by Marie Lu. Volume 4 of Monstrous by Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda. Slay by Brittany Morris. Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nyan. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Somebody help me with that. Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. History is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. Ink by Amanda Sun. A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yu. So I have 25 books before I go to Barnes & Noble that are by people of color, and I should be getting probably somewhere between 10 to 15 books while I'm at Barnes & Noble. I don't know off the top of my head now because I haven't gone as of yet. I do have, like I said, more that are possibly in my physical TBR that I have to double check to see which authors are people of color and which aren't. And I do have quite a few on my Kindle that I know for a fact are people of color, but I can't use my iPad because it's dead, unfortunately. So here is my plan, is that the month of July is going to be focused on not just people of color, but LGBTQ authors, mental health rep, and trans and non-binary authors. So what I plan on doing is reading not all of these books, but as many as I possibly can in the month. So if you would like to join me in this, find authors of color, find authors in the LGBTQ spectrum that have certain mental illnesses that use that as an own voices rep for a book they've written, and or authors that are trans or non-binary that you would like to support. In the month of July, that is all I will be reading. I am not going to participate in a random TBR or a library lottery pick for the month, because I think that it's more important for me as a white person to really diversify my reading. And as you guys can see, I don't think I've necessarily done that to the fullest extent that I could have, and that's on me. That's bad on me, because I really should take more care in diversifying my reading each month. And even when I go to set TBRs for things like readathons, I should be really paying more attention to those things, because I'm missing out, I think, on a lot of really good stories that are by authors of color or authors in the LGBTQ spectrum, things of that nature. So as I said, I will be doing separate videos for other types of authors. So next week I will be having a video that focuses on LGBTQ authors that I have currently, which will include the books that I will be going out to purchase later today. Then I will also have a video for specific mental health rep that you can use, that you can read. I've read most of the mental health rep, I believe, that is in my current TBR, but I don't think I have very much of it. So, but what I do have, I have read already as of now. And then I will also be doing a video for trans and non-binary books that I currently own that are by those authors that I would like to read. So like I said, if you would like to join me in this endeavor, let me know down in the comments below, what are some authors of color specifically that you would like to read from? Have you read anything by them in the past? Have you not read anything by them? What are your more anticipated reads for, say, in 2020 by authors of color? I'd love to know, because I know that there's so many great books going to be coming out here later in the year that I'm very, very excited for, and I would really like to hear what you guys have to say. And if you're going to join me in this, let me know down in the comments below. I may set up something like a Discord or something along those lines for all of us to maybe interact and get ideas from each other. I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to do with that as of yet. I only have a few weeks to figure it out, so I got to figure it out soon, but haven't figured it out as of yet. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our flock, and I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys!